What's going on, guys? It's samssidequest and welcome to my manga haul for the month of November 2021. Fair warning, in today's manga haul, it's bangers only, so if you like bad manga, this is not the haul for you. You're going to want to go ahead and skip this one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the haul. Okay, so starting off, I picked up Nashville Volumes 2 and 3, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm still really enjoying this series. Probably my favorite new Shonen Jump series that's come out within the past 2 years. I'm really enjoying it. You know, similar things that I really enjoyed from Volume 1, I'm still enjoying with these two most recent ones. Great humor, it's making me laugh a lot. You know, really wholesome character, and we get to see Mash building new friendships with some people that he's going to school with that were originally haters, but now they're homies. But, you know, really enjoying these. I like the world building that's going on. We get to see a little bit more of the plot develop on Mash's plan behind achieving his goals. Next up, we have One Punch! Volume 23, just one. This is the most recent volume, and I gotta be honest, I think One Punch Man might be in my top 10 now. I really love this series. And every volume, it's a banger. They're always great. I know that we haven't seen Saitama in it's been a hot minute. At least an elongated appearance by him. We've seen little snippets here and there, but that's what's so great about this series. The side characters and the villains, their design, their abilities are so interesting and cool that they just carry the series in itself. You know, it's not really just relying on Saitama. Everybody's a cool character, and you know, each little side story or each little side adventure that the side characters have is just as entertaining as you know, the main one. So if you're in the mood for some great action, great art, and some humor, then you really can't go wrong with One Punch Man 23. Next up, we have Chainsaw Man Volume 7, and I actually picked up a couple other volumes that I've been looking for a long time. I finally got those shipped, but I forgot to show them. But not much more I can say about Chainsaw Man that hasn't already been said. This is a must-read for shonen fans. You know, this is a really darker shonen too, so it's you know, definitely on the more mature side, I will say, but it is just such an amazing series. Already finished it personally. I read it all digitally. But I mean, I'm rereading them as I'm getting these new volumes as they come out. But amazing twists with this series. It's just one of those series that you're kind of enjoying it for the ride, and then it just turns up a notch, and you're like, oh crap, this thing is serious. And it is serious, seriously good. So pick up Chainsaw Man, I definitely recommend it. Okay, next up we have Attack on Titan, Volume 34. And yes, this is the final volume of Attack on Titan, and what a journey it's been. You know, it's mixed emotions from most people. I'm curious to hear what are y'all's thoughts, you know, spoiler free on the ending. And I'm not going to show any of the panels, so don't worry if you guys are worried about spoilers. But yeah, the ending wasn't what I was hoping for, if I'm being completely honest, but the journey with this series was just so amazing that, you know, I'm really trying not to complain too much, because this is still in my top 10, one of my favorite series of all time, and one that I'm always going to have in my collection that I absolutely adore. Yep, ending's not perfect, and I know some people enjoyed it, some people absolutely hated it. I'm more in the middle. I thought it was okay, thought it could have been better, but, you know, still loved it and glad to see it end. Next up we have Wodokoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku, Volume 5, and I believe we're coming up to a conclusion for this series relatively soon. I think it might even be finished for the chapters within Japan. It's just not translated yet, if I'm not mistaken, but you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But longtime fans of the channel know that this is a, you know, favorite for your boy. I love everything about this series. It's probably my favorite rom-com. You know, the relatability for me personally as someone who's really into, you know, gaming, manga, Japanese culture, but I'm also, you know, working, you know, 9-to-5 corporate job, and kind of got to put on my serious big boy pants during the day. I love this series. I really relate to a lot of the characters. I love the dynamic and the relationships through all the three. You know, the three main relationships. All the characters are unique and lovable, and the scenarios are relatable, but also, you know, they shine some good humor throughout them as they are living their day-to-day lives as, you know, corporate workforce people, but also big nerds, and, you know, they're building out they're you know, building on their relationships with each other, and it's just a wholesome series that I really do adore and love. Okay, and then next up, this is coming off the back of the recommendation from Prom G. We got Blood on the Tracks. I got it all caught up 1 to 6, and you know, this is a wild one. This is an interesting one. For those of you who have read it, you know, wild is a little bit of an understatement, but I'm not sure how I feel yet. I read all 6 volumes literally in one sitting, so, you know, that says something about, you know, the engagement the series had with me. I'm gonna keep picking it up. I am enjoying it, if I'm being honest. It's just wild. It's weird, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's very ambiguous, very ominous, and very tense. There's just this like feeling of dread throughout every volume that's keeping me engaged. Like, and then there's this big mystery, you know, underlying. It's really just about this boy and mom's relationship, to put it as simply as possible. But there's a lot of weirdness thrown within that, and you know, a big key plot point that I'm not gonna ruin, that's kind of drives the entire series, but it's kept me very engaged. I'm gonna give it that, and I am enjoying it. It's just weird, and depending on the ending, might adjust how I feel about this. But, you know, I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad I picked it up. I'm gonna keep picking it up. The art style, I am enjoying. It's very simple, but the big thing that I like about it, you know, it's kind of giving me some Junji Ito vibes as far as the way that the emotions and faces are drawn. Really emphasize the, you know, the fear of, you know, the sense of dread for some of the characters, the sense of intensity, and just you know, almost like horror-like looks between some of the characters, and really enhances the level of tension between some of the characters. So, like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to keep picking it up. It's kept me engaged. I don't know if I love it or would recommend it at this point, but I'm going to keep reading it. And you know, if what I said sounds interesting, then you go ahead, check it out. Check out Volume 1. Thank you for that, Yumi, coming in clutch, because I have been looking for this for too dang long, okay? But I clutched up. I was actually watching a Boogie Snacks video where he was talking about these box sets, and I literally had been looking like every other day, and then one of the comments was like, yo, check out Amazon, box set number 2 is in stock, and it was, and I snagged it. Literally have been looking for this for retail for so long. I've been wanting to continue my One Piece journey. I started Skypiea a while ago, you know, just like the first couple chapters, and then I stopped. And I've taken a big break from One Piece, and I finally picked it back up, and got it for retail, which, you know, that's not easy nowadays. But man, side note, these One Piece covers are just top notch. Like, they're just the detail, and I just love how they look. That's why I'm kind of showing all these right now. But from what I read, you know, Skypiea, I thought it was a really good arc. I know it kind of has some mixed feelings from some of the One Piece fans, but I thought I was engaged and entertained throughout the entire time. I really liked the you know, main antagonist. Can't remember his name right now, but we got that iconic meme photo from him. And I liked the world. I think the world building really is probably the strongest aspect of One Piece aside from the main cast. And I thought Skypiea was just a really interesting place. I liked the, you know, the people within that world, and I kind of liked their history and the story behind, you know, why they're currently in the state that they're at. But I enjoyed it. I'm excited for this next arc. I'm not sure what is the next one after Skypiea that I'm gonna read, but regardless, I just finished Skypiea. I mean, I took a little breather to read some other series, but I'm about to pick it back up for that next arc, and just really glad I was able to find this at retail. I'm still trying to find box set 3, which has been very difficult too. I found it on Amazon for retail, immediately placed an order, then got an email like 2 hours later saying it got canceled. So not the best luck there, but I'm not giving up, and very happy to have this. I think it's just a very high quality box set, and can't go wrong with some One Piece. And as we come up on our last cover for the One Piece box set, that is going to conclude today's manga haul. I know, I always hate when we get to these endings, but guys, it's not about the ending, it's about the journey. And this manga haul was a great journey. I'm glad you guys got to experience it. I appreciate y'all watching. If you could hit me up with a thumbs up, that would be appreciated as well. But you just watching means the world to me. And hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Peace out.